Hi everyone. So welcome everyone to join this group. So we are going to have a discussion about finding high growth jobs in the AI era, how to stand out, stay relevant, and become job ready. So myself, Firdaus, I am enterprise architect and founder and CTO at Red Stack Labs. I have also founded Excentra, which is a software development and training program. So I'm going to discuss more about that. So I have a background of almost 13 plus years of experience, like in various companies and different MNCs. I have been to multiple countries working on companies like TSA Solutions, Era Technologies, Idea Revenue Solutions, and all. I have a background of BTech from NIT Srinagar, MTech from Business Planning. I have done a diploma in scientific computing and Python from Waldorf University and MBA in data science from Jain University. So Red Stack Labs is a well-established company. So I founded in 2020. So since then we have worked on multiple software solutions like at the global level. So we have like built products from scratch for multiple global clients based in London for company like ROI Maximize and Decision Facts based in California and many other companies based in Gulf and European regions. So apart from that, we have very strong expertise in SEO and link building solutions. So for today's goal, we are going to discuss about what is the role of AI into the software development and how it's going to impact the software development process. So AI has not replaced developers; it has replaced mediocre developers. So what does that actually mean? So now with the age of AI, अभी आप commonly देखोगे, so there are a lot of LLM models, Chat GPT, and then different tools that helps you to develop, provides some assistance. आप कोई prompt दे देते हैं and then you get the complete application developed immediately. So that's on one side. And on the other end, हमें लगता है कि भाई software developers का job जो है that is ruined, so there is no further opportunities and all. So since I am part of the industry and I have a, like I would say, a significant experience, so I can certainly help you to give some insights to what's the reality कि अभी industry में क्या चल रहा है. I have been part of hiring process from last 7 to 8 years, and I would say, hired more than 100 plus developers. So the complete focus when we are going like hiring a developer is not just on the syntax or the programming concepts or I would say the basic project setups. So it's around the problem solving. It's around knowing the systems and knowing the project very well. So जो industry की demand है, that's more about problem solving and thinking critically. So how you can solve a real business problem. So which AI cannot right now because it doesn't have a complete context. अगर आप उसको like let's say you are using ChatGPT for creating some code, लेकिन उसको वो context देना कि ठीक है, we are going to create an application, let's say an LMS or a CRM or whatever it is, but giving that complete business understanding कि वो एक real और and a new innovative application create कर पाए. So that is still like not happened in AI. And certainly, like it has a lot of different factors because businesses and the innovative products that are coming into market and that really works is not because of AI, is not because like it is something like the coding requirement or whatever it is, but it's the business requirements. It's the real problems that we face daily basis. ओके, तो वही वही सॉल्यूशंस आगे बढ़ते हैं, वही प्रॉब्लम्स पे कंपनीज जो है वो ग्रो करती है एंड देन वी हैव टू बी समवन who can help companies, who can be part of that journey, that you should be able to solve those problems very effectively and with the help of AI tools and all. So before we move on, I'm going to show you a glimpse of what I mean to say when we are saying AI सब कुछ कर सकता है आपके लिए. So I'm going to show you some like very quick demos. So we are going to go to an application called bolt.new. So it's a very advanced, like very well developed and put together application that helps to create web applications from scratch. So अगर आप इसके features functionalities देखेंगे, so let's say I want to create a web page for login authentication. So I'm keeping it minimal so that it won't take much time. So if I'm going to do this, what it is going to do, it is going to use some like existing LLM models, which has like power and it can actually think through. So what it is going to do, it is going to use those LLM models to think through and build a context around the prompt that I have given. And at the runtime, it's going to create an application for you. Okay. So on the similar lines, I'm going to show you a different application. So sorry, here the credits are gone. I'm going to use a different application, so which is anti-gravity. So this is very recently created by Google. So again, it's an idea. It's I would say a developed environment provided by Google. So that helps. That has by default integrated with the Gemini Gemini AI tool. So with the help of this, I can build any application. तो अगर आप simply यहाँ पे देखोगे, मैंने एक prompt दिया, create a user management application with proper authentication flow in React.js and Material UI. So it's going to analyze the application. It's going to list down the tasks, the items that it is going to create, and it is actually going to do some code for you. It's going to create that application. Okay. So I'll say resume now. Okay, as soon as I'm going to give some message, it's going to start writing the code. Okay, and that code you can use into your production level application. Okay, so what I'm going to also show you is into the existing VS Code. Okay, so this is very commonly used editor that like we commonly use for JavaScript, HTML coding, or if you are learning any framework or something. So again, we can integrate with various extensions, let's say Kudo or Copilot, and can provide some context to create a new application, or you can take some assistance जब आप कोई existing application पे काम कर रहे हैं. So inshallah in future we are going to work on a boot camp. So जहाँ पे I'm going to go deeper and going to explain all the concepts, all the tools that can help you to like build the tools, like build the some code with the help of these AI tools. Okay. So, but all of these summed up together, I'll show you something interesting. Okay, so coming back to this, like it was never like a developers के लिए कुछ code repositories or there weren't any like standard applications or some assistance available. We have been using Stack Overflow, GitHub repositories, and like lot of various platforms जहाँ पे like developers को assistance मिलता था, support मिलता था. So even it was like very common saying कि बोलते थे कि developers job is more of copy paste because he has to very well know कि भाई ठीक है, I have to start on a project, I have to solve a problem, but I don't have to start from scratch. So there are, let's say I have to create an application, लेकिन login, user management, tables, cards, all those things are readily available. Okay, so I'm going to show you something else. So there is a library called Material UI. Okay, so this is a very like famous and very heavily used, I would say, library that helps to create components. Okay, in like in React, and certainly you have different libraries that you can also like use in AngularJS, Angular and Vue.js and other frameworks. तो अगर इसके components अगर आप देखोगे, so let's say you have to work on something and you have to create a table or something, okay, or a badge or a progress bar, okay, or an accordion. Okay, so you have to never do the coding from scratch. आपको ये जो samples, ये जो assistance आपको मिलती थी, it was always there. Okay, so I'm not saying that AI is as good as like all these applications being together. But certainly AI is there to help you to assist, and you don't have to search the whole internet to find a particular solution. Okay, so aapke paas, you had a lot of options in the past. In 10 years during my development, I have been using that. And today, like as a senior architect and a developer, I am even using the AI solutions, all these things, code like GitHub Copilot and Cursor and Replit and Claude, all these things I'm using today. Okay, लेकिन जो हमारा गोल है एज अ डेवलपर, जो हम यहाँ पे डिस्कस करने जा रहे हैं, so do we have to be very good at AI? Is that all? Is that what software development is all about? Was it always about like copy and paste? अगर मुझे कोई solution कहीं से मिल रहा है, let's say GitHub and other repositories, and I am going to copy paste it, was that all? Or there is something else? Okay, so we are going to understand that, and we are going to see, are there any opportunities or software development is really dead, जो कि like common misunderstanding अभी है बच्चों में. So AI can write code, but only engineers can build solutions. What does that actually mean? So what do we have to do differently जो AI नहीं कर रहा है हमारे लिए, और maybe नहीं कर सकता है for a longer period of time? It is problem identification. First thing is कि real problems पे काम करना. Those things that actually build businesses. Okay, and those are innovative things. वो copy paste नहीं हो सकता, because if you are copy pasting something, you are replicating it, you are doing nothing else, you are not building anything innovative, और वो चीज already बनी बनाई है, and maybe it is like far well better build. जितना आप उसको rebuild करने में जितनी energy और जितना investment होगा, that would be much bigger than using that same code. So companies don't work like that. सेकेंड थिंग, आर्किटेक्चरल डिजाइन. अगर कोई चीज आप बिल्ड कर रहे हैं तो कैसे बिल्ड कर रहे हैं, हाउ यू आर मिनिमाइजिंग द कॉस्ट, कौन सी टेक्नोलॉजीज, कौन सी चीजें, और कौन से आई वुड से व्हाट शुड बी योर सिस्टम डिजाइन. आप कैसे अपने इकोसिस्टम को बिल्ड करोगे सो दैट लाइक इट विल बी हाईली स्केलेबल और रोबस्ट, और आपका एप्लीकेशन जो है दैट वुड लास्ट लॉन्ग, राइट, एंड इट विल गिव fruitful results. AI assisted implementation. Okay, so now with the help of AI, certainly that has become a norm in the industry. IT में या सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट में हर एक इंजीनियर अभी AI टूल्स यूज कर रहा है. इट इज नाउ वेरी वेल अडेप्टेड एंड एक्सेप्टेड बाय द कंपनी. लेकिन खाली उसकी असिस्टेंस, a company would never allow to create a product by AI itself. Okay, you have to be, as a developer, as a human, you have to be there to cross check, to validate that. And finally, the solution delivery, deploying production ready applications. जो आपने प्रोडक्ट बनाया, जो आपकी प्रोडक्शन लेवल में अभी कोड है, so how can you deploy it? Okay, only thing that has actually changed कि आपका syntax, writing the code and understanding कि भाई हमारा syntax क्या होगा if you have to create a class or a for loop or something. So AI assistant is going to do it for you, but understanding the logic and doing the real problem solving is still there. Okay, so what are the important things? Problem solving is the new goal. Abhi what we have to focus on कि problems को understand करना, business logics को understand करना, उस पे ज्यादा से ज्यादा मेहनत करना और उसको लाइक यूज करना अपने डेवलपमेंट साइकिल में. दैट्स द जॉब ऑफ द सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपर. A company doesn't pay lakhs of rupees or even like multiple CRs to the developers who are good at syntaxes, जो for loop, while loop अच्छे से लिख सकते हैं. It's not, never about syntaxes, but who are real problem solvers. Okay, जो कोई नई चीज, इनोवेटिव चीज, who can think of real problems, उसको उसके लिए एक solution बनाए और उसको implement करे. Okay, but what AI has introduced is your development potential is going to change. अभी आप 10x speed से काम कर सकते हैं. You can build an application maybe with a single prompt, and then you have to refine it, and you can again refine it with additional prompts. Okay, it's never going to stop. लेकिन every time you have to validate कि आप क्या कर रहे हैं, right? You have to cross check कि भाई अगर इसने कोड लिखा वो क्या लिखा है. Maybe it will break. Like there has been instances in the past a single line of code would break everything, whole system. तो वही चीजें हैं, यू हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल अबाउट इट कि आपका एआई कोड लिख रहा है बट आर यू एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड, आर यू एबल टू सॉल्व इट और नॉट. सो द स्किल्स दैट विल सर्वाइव द एआई भी. अभी ये जो सब चल रहा है एआई भी, राइट, ऑल दीज कोड्स टूल्स एंड एवरीथिंग, लेकिन व्हाट डज अ रियल डेवलपर नीड्स टू हैव, कौन से स्किल चाहिए. सो वी नीड टू बी वेरी स्ट्रांग एट डीएसए एंड फंडामेंटल्स, डेटा स्ट्रक्चर एल्गोरिथम्स. ओके, आपके ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड प्रोग्रामिंग कॉन्सेप्ट्स जो है दैट शुड बी वेरी वेरी स्ट्रांग. System design, understanding कि एक system, एक production level system where you have a database, you have a front end, you have a back end, you have a caching server, you have a API gateway and everything. So how do we connect all of that? Okay, a complete ecosystem कैसे बनाएंगे that will have minimal cost, most reliable, highly scalable, and the distributed systems. Okay, we have to have debugging mastery. Now, say that AI has done some code for you. It has created an application or a prototype. लेकिन let's say it has an issue. So you need to have that power कि आप उस कोड को डिबग कर पाओ. अगर आप जानते ही नहीं है कि इसने कैसे किया, so how will you debug? Debug is you have to identify कि इसके अंदर कहाँ पे इशू है, वो इशू को आइडेंटिफाई करना, रूट कॉज आइडेंटिफाई करना और उस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करना, instead of like let's say again giving a prompt and coming up with a new code and that will behave same or that will behave differently. That's not how the developers are going to grow or the products are going to be built. AI assisted workflows. Abhi, the most important advantage for AI assistance that you have to use, that is the skill you have to develop. Now you have AI, you have power of using tools like Cursor, I would say Replit, Lovable, all these things, right? So all these tools give you a lot of assistance. It knows code end to end. It knows frameworks very, very well. It can write far better and cleaner code. लेकिन उसको अपने एडवांटेज के लिए यूज करना. ओके, उसको ऐसे प्रॉम्प्ट्स देना कि भाई ये पर्टिकुलर प्रॉब्लम है एंड आई एम गोइंग टू यूज दिस अप्रोच, आई एम गोइंग टू यूज दिस डेटा स्ट्रक्चर, आई एम गोइंग टू कनेक्ट विद दिस पर्टिकुलर सर्विस और एन एप्लीकेशन. तो वो चीजें जो है दैट यू हैव टू एक्चुअली लर्न वेरी वेल. सो एआई ऑगमेंटेड डेवलपर्स इज द न्यू स्टैंडर्ड. अभी जो कंपनी में ट्रेंड चल रहा है कि ठीक है, यू नो द डेवलपमेंट, यू हैव कंप्लीट योर बैचलर्स डिग्री, लेकिन are you AI augmented developers? Do you actually have you adapted to develop something with AI? Okay, that means are you like good users of AI? Do you know how to give the proper prompts and build the context with the LLMs ताकि वो आपके लिए best results दे पाए. So with this, you can actually deliver fast with AI. Certainly, like now that you don't have to spend whole week or a month to build the user management. With just single click, it will create an application. It will do all styling for you. Understand systems end to end. Okay, so you have to understand the system design. You have to understand the ecosystem flows, businesses कैसे को use करेगा आगे जाके. So that you have to understand. Build scalable and reliable applications. Okay, that has nothing to do with AI because that depends upon what are the different components and what hardware you are going to use. Okay, तो आप कौन सी RAM या कौन सा caching server या कौन सा database use करने वाले. Okay, all that has to be properly and well understood by a developer. तब जाके आप we can say that we are AI augmented developers. So I'm going to give you a complete roadmap कि अगर AI world में survive करना है as a software developer, if you have to go here, so what do you have to do? First, we have to learn fundamentals. That has been always the foundation. But only thing that's going to change is there is going to be some pre-written or AI assisted code that you can readily build. Like you can quickly give a prompt and get it. But only thing is you have to be strong at fundamentals. And maybe you have to correct it. कि भाई ये class आपने ऐसे बनाई, but you have to do it differently. Okay, you have to change the. You have to learn DSA. Okay, understand what data structures it is using. Sometimes maybe AI will also fail. It will, like, instead of using a linked list, it will use an array list. So you have to guide it. Why do I need it? Why my business demands that particular data structure? So you have to understand that. You have to go full stack. Now the time is gone कि भाई आप खाली UX पे फोकस करोगे, खाली फ्रंट एंड पे बैक एंड पे फोकस करोगे. That time is gone. You have to know everything together, right? Because now if you would see, companies are demanding कि भाई you need to be very skilled, you need to know the frameworks, React.js, Node.js हो गया, Java, Spring Boot. Do you have some knowledge? Even like we are hiring interns, we are hiring freshers, and believe me, so in this age we never, I would say, hire someone who doesn't know the frameworks. Okay, foundations to apni jagah hai, that's more important, but frameworks hands on, have they created some projects or not? Building APIs and databases, system design, I already talked about it. Do you adapt with AI workflows or not? So are you comfortable, आप यूज कर रहे हो AI assistants वगैरह वो सब चीजें for the advantage and your convenience? And have you actually worked on real projects? क्या आपने projects पे काम किया है? So to what level? So do you understand the flows? Authentication क्या होता है? Notification system कैसे बनता है? CRM क्या होता है? All those things, right? So what are the different connectors and what are the different modules in an application? So you have to understand. Finally, you have to have some experience. So either you have to be intern, you have to do some internship, or you have to like get hired by a company. Okay, all these things come together. I would say if you would actually follow this roadmap, it may take like 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, not more than that. Okay, because if you are a software sorry, computer science graduate, a BC, MC, Tech, mathematical background, like coming from commerce or like whatever science background, so you still have options कि आप ये चीजें सीख पाओ और उसको effectively implement कर पाओ. So how you are going to do that? So before we do like discuss about it, how Accentra is going to help you. So why 80% of candidates get rejected? So only learning frameworks. तो क्या हो रहा है अभी के वर्ल्ड में, जो भी डेवलपर्स या दोज फ्रेशर्स हु वांट टू गेट हायर, ओके, वो क्या कर रहे हैं? दे नो कि भाई ठीक है, रिएक्ट जेस ये हो गया, मैंने एक यूट्यूब वीडियो देख लिया 1-2 घंटे का, एंड देन दिस इज हाउ आई क्रिएट द रिएक्ट. ओके, आई क्रिएट अ प्रोजेक्ट और आई कैन डू कोडिंग इन पाइथन. ओके, आप एक पर्टिकुलर प्रॉब्लम या पर्टिकुलर प्रोजेक्ट को पिक करके उसको सॉल्व कर देते हैं. नाउ you understand the framework, and maybe you have understood the basics of that particular language or framework, right? Relying on tutorials, आपको वो पर्टिकुलर जो प्रॉब्लम है, जो ट्यूटोरियल्स में डिस्कस की गई है, वो आप काफी अच्छे से समझते हैं. बट एज सून एज समवन ट्राइज टू इंजेक्ट कि भाई यहाँ पे सिनेरियो ऐसा है दैट यू हैव टू सॉल्व इट डिफरेंटली, आपकी प्रॉब्लम्स डिफरेंट है तो उसको ऐसे सॉल्व करना है, सो देन यू आर क्लूलेस कि कैसे उसको सॉल्व करेंगे. यू डोंट हैव अ पोर्टफोलियो, कम विद जीरो एक्सपीरियंस, लाइक कोई अंडरस्टैंडिंग नहीं है कि रियल वर्ल्ड प्रोजेक्ट वगैरह कैसे बिल्ड करते हैं. यू डोंट हैव द अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ द सिस्टम कि आईटी प्रोजेक्ट्स या सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट प्रोजेक्ट्स हाउ दे आर बिल्ड, व्हाट इज द सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपर लाइफ साइकिल, उसमें क्या क्या प्रोसेसेस रहते हैं, इम्प्लीमेंट कैसे करेंगे, टीम्स के साथ कोऑर्डिनेट कैसे करेंगे, वो अंडरस्टैंडिंग नहीं रहती है. सो दैट्स व्हाई 80% of developers are rejected. Someone who has that understanding, other than framework, they know how to implement, how to use it, okay, utilize it to create the real projects. उन्होंने, they have some experience or familiarity with the production level products, okay, जो like multiple national level products है, उनको वो उन्होंने यूज किया है और डेवलप किया है, और they have collaborated to do something into it. They must have strong debugging skills and to understand कि अगर कहीं कोई प्रॉब्लम आती है, how will I, where should I look into and how should I resolve that. Okay, so all those things come together for effective developer. So the market, अगर अभी देखा जाए तो ऐसे बोल रहे हैं, राइट, एवरीवन इज सेइंग कि सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट इज डेड, डिमांड नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है. All of that is a lie. Okay, so I would say there is current demand of 2.3 million like developers, software developers globally, which are required for the projects. आपने boom देखा होगा कि lot of, after chat GPT, since it got famous, lot of AI tools, lot of AI companies evolved. they were there, लेकिन काफी ज्यादा highlight हो गए. Like people started funding into AI products, and they like scaled quickly and started delivering very quickly. 45% salary hike है compared to like what I was getting in 2010. अभी अगर fresher join करता है, that was like my 5 years or 6 years of experience. उतना पैसा मिल रहा है, right? Freshers को. But those who are skilled, who are better than these AI assisted tools, right? One of the key things that you have to understand कि भाई AI assistants है, you have these tools, you have cursor, वो basic assistants as a junior developer वो जो काम कर रहे हैं, now I don't need a junior developer to do that. I want you as a fresher to be better than these AI assistants. जो real problems, real deals, they will actually solve. Okay, so you have to build your skills beyond AI assistant. अगर वो कर रहा है तो आपकी कोई जरूरत नहीं. And if you understand that level only, you have to understand beyond that. अब उसको मैं कैसे कस्टमाइज करूंगा, रियल प्रोजेक्ट में कन्वर्ट करूंगा, you have to learn that. And you have to deliver 3x faster. Right now with the AI you can code fast, it can assist you, it can do the like syntax checks, it can build like test for you, unit testers, test scripts, everything. आपका code properly fresh and updated and properly documented होना चाहिए, and then you should be able to deliver fast. जो task आप 4 दिन 5 दिन में complete कर रहे थे, maybe you will be supposed to complete that in a day. And that's not a magic. Okay, that's how the way of working has changed. Believe I have to adapt myself into this, I would say, kind of work culture, or ask my team कि भाई आप ऐसे करो. ठीक है, because I code today. तो मुझे भी ये करना पड़ रहा है कि मुझे लग रहा है कि our potential has certainly changed because AI is helping a lot. लेकिन when we know the fundamentals, when we know the problem skills, okay, problem solving skills, then it is useful. Finally, so we have Accentra. Accentra में हमने like in last 5 to 6 years we have been training people on these fundamentals, on the data structures, problem solving. So we also give you an opportunity to join the internship program, जहाँ पे आपको full time experience मिलेगा being like a developer yourself, or after your training you will be working with the developers and understanding कि वो कैसे काम करते हैं, how do they coordinate, what are the real projects, आप real projects पे कैसे काम करते हैं. So we have a complete package and we have a proven track record कि हमारे काफी सारे जो developers हैं, they have got trained, they got the internship and they got really good jobs. Okay, so we are going to talk about it. तो हमारा रोड मैप क्या रहता है, सो वी डू हैंड्स ऑन स्किल डेवलपमेंट. सो वी गो इन and we start developing the applications, okay, from scratch. So no, I would say notes or no handwritten things, or I would say theoretical things जो आप already academics में cover कर चुके हैं. You know about classes, you know about interfaces, you know what are the objects and everything, but how do we use them to create the real application? Okay, तो वो सब चीजें एज हैंड ऑन स्किल्स हमारे डेवलपर्स आपको सिखाते हैं. एंड देन वी हैव एक्सपर्ट मेंटर्स. Okay, like people like having 5 years 10 years experience, even I am going to participate into it. I am going to show you कि भाई मैंने ये प्रोजेक्ट कैसे बिल्ड करना है, ओके, और कैसे इस पे काम करना है, और कैसे इसको स्केल करना है, इसको प्रोडक्शन लेवल पे लेके जाना है, रिलीज कैसे करना है, कोऑर्डिनेट कैसे करना है, and work on real projects and building your portfolio कि no, you know this project, okay, इस तरह से काम करता है और ये इसके एडवांटेज थे, ये इसका बिजनेस था. उस टाइप से अगर आपको अंडरस्टैंडिंग मिल जाती है, दैट्स बेस्ट like you can have as a fresher. Finally, giving you internship opportunity. So as I told you already, we have different entity, Red Stag Labs, so you will get internship certificate from that, and you will get an opportunity to work on client projects also, जहाँ पे real live projects जिस पे हम काम कर रहे हैं, maybe you will be able to spend some time on that. Finally, you get senior HR expertise job consultation, जो आपका portfolio, आपका resume building, आपका portfolio building, and then they will assist you कि how to do the job hunting, कैसे network करना है, कैसे connect करना है लोगों के साथ to get the referrals, and we are going to help you. Okay, we are going to assist you doing the mock interviews, technical, HR, all those interviews, right? So if you see, we have a list of like I would say more than 300 people, folks we have trained in last 5 to 6 years, and many of them are very well placed, like in top companies with anywhere from 10 to 24 LPA. Okay, so you will find more examples on our LinkedIn and also like onto our website. So we have our website, accenture.com, right? So you can visit there and you can explore like all this, like this whole course that we are going to start, and we're going to start soon. So we're going to start a batch for both training and internship. If you are skilled, you know the frameworks like, let's say, React.js, Node.js, or Java Spring Boot. If you know that very well, still some part is lagging. You have to know the system design, you have to know the project development, understanding, coordination, all those things. तो वो अगर आप experience करना चाह रहे हैं, you can join our internship program and you can also join our training program that we are going to start soon. That's all I have to share. Thank you so much for joining. Any questions before we drop? Feel free to drop it on chat, or we have a Q&A section. It is like today's session was more about knowing how AI is going to change the whole way of software development. So inshallah, in like near future, maybe in couple of weeks, we are going to do a boot camp that we are going to create real applications with the AI tools. Like how we can create a user management application, फिर उसको कैसे optimize करेंगे और एक real project की shape देंगे. And certainly, like, you have to build the foundation and you have to learn the fundamentals. Any other questions? Okay, guys. Thank you so much for joining and stay connected. So we will drop a link for the feedback and also a link for join our introduction session. So that we are going to held next week, where you can join our intro classes, which are for free, about this training program, that how we are going to proceed, how we are going to learn the software development and secure an opportunity for the internship. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.